Gotta change the code, let it go.
Niggas weak in the flesh, can control their spirit. I'm tryna give you niggas game, but you don't wanna hear it. We outside in the streets where it ain't no fearing. He the one to kill a soul, only one I'm fearing. I tell myself every night I gotta stay on point. It's always lame niggas tryna hate on the joint. Bitch niggas really shouldn't even have no voice. All these people came together, we got exploited. I put the faith in the works, I don't talk, I show it. I'm tryna do it.
Alright, look. So how long you been doing boxing, bro?
All my life.
All your life, right? So being fit and being conditioned has always been a part of your routine, right? Your program, right? What is your eating habits looking like then?
I eat like shit.
What are particularly some foods that you've been eating or that you will eat?
I eat a lot of burgers lately.
Burgers.
Yeah.
Beef meat. How you feel about the pork, shrimp, crab?
I don't eat that shit.
You don't eat that shit?
Nah,
Oh, praises.
nah.
Oh, praises.
That's good, cause no pork, no bottom feeders, none of that.
Oh, praises. You Muslim? What made you Muslim?
I'm born Muslim.
You're born Muslim? Your parents and all them? Okay, so how knowledgeable are you on the Quran or Islam in general?
I'm not cause like the way I am, bro, like I just believe in love and God. Yeah, like I don't really give too much into religion, but like I try to just keep the teachings that He give me on His side. You know?
No, I feel you. See, this is the thing. I wasn't always equipped with this knowledge right here. You see me on this side, you see me with this microphone, you might be like, oh man, he been doing it. Nah, bro, my uncle was a Muslim, you know what I'm saying, or he still is a Muslim, so I didn't learn a little bit of his teachings at one point, thinking that's what I was supposed to do. So I didn't venture off into many different things, right? But I have been studying the Quran since then, but for real, I would say these last 3 months, I have been spending, my brother will tell you, like every day, researching and studying Islam. And brother, I'm here to tell you, bro, Islam is just like Christianity. It's just like having two guns, and you just got your style of gun that you want to fight with, and you just take it and go bow. Because at the end of the day, see, in the Islam, they tell you what? They say that you gotta follow the Injil. But then the Dawas in there will tell you what? That the Christians don't have the Injil. So if the Christians don't have the Injil, but I need the Injil to make it to heaven, how am I get it? Where is it at? That means I'm following something that's basically incomplete. And then my thought process is this too. If I got a God that's all-knowing and all-powerful, why would He put me in a situation to where I wouldn't have that last piece of the puzzle to get me to that goal that I'm looking for? You get what I'm saying? When we go look for these different ideologies that we come from, mind you, like I say, it's put on this, brought up in this, and that's cool. But it's like, as an adult, we gotta get up and start asking questions. You know what I'm saying? Do you like Would you be cool with a So if I can show you that Muhammad is a how would that make you feel?
I mean, I get where you're going. Like,
we can't give that nigga a pass. Muhammad don't get no pass. You get what I'm saying, brother? We can't give him no pass, because if Lil Jeffrey down the street do it, we own cuz too. So if we gonna do him like that, we gotta do that to Muhammad. And it's not just Muhammad, because guess who else did it? Elijah Muhammad. It is a reoccurring thing in their culture, or the people that is under that religion, that they go do this. And if you sit here and say that you're not cool with it and you would never do that, that means you know it's a problem with it. First thing people say is what? Oh, that was thousands of years ago. So that means thousands of years ago, if you had an opportunity, you would date a 6 or 9-year-old. That's the ideology people have when we talk about this Quran. And that's not the only thing. Would you be cool with somebody hitting your mouth?
nah.
But in the Quran, in Surah chapter 4, it literally tells you that if the man has any inkling on, if he even expects his woman of doing anything wrong, he don't even need evidence. He can just have a thought process, bro. He can beat her up, bro. These are things that we should not follow. And then they say what? They say the Quran says what? We gotta follow the Bible. Well, if you follow the Bible, you're reading the Bible. Why isn't the Quran lining up with the Bible? The Quran says Jesus wasn't killed, but the Bible says Jesus was killed. So who's right?
I don't know. That's why I told you I stick to
what's within, but that book ain't what's in you. What's in you is this one. This is your nationality.
No, King James fucked up a lot too.
What happened? What'd he do? Let's talk about it. He cool with me. Listen, he cool with me.
I heard he was on some gay pedophile
Hey,
shit too.
even if that's the case, right? Let's run with your thought process. That's true. But does that negate the fact that he can still say the truth?
Nah.
If the devil come up to you right now, that's known for being a liar, and he tells you the truth, would you still say he's lying?
I mean, I don't know.
Listen, my point is this. Just because a person messes up in life and he does something outside of what he's telling you, that doesn't negate everything else. That just means he's doing something erring from the path that he's told you to do. You get what I'm saying? If I tell my little brother don't gangbang, well, I'm an ex-gangbanger. So I'm telling you don't gangbang so you don't become an ex-gangbanger like me. It doesn't negate the fact that, so I'm not wrong for telling them don't gangbang because I know you're going to go kill somebody or you're going to have to go to jail one day. So, you get what I'm saying? That's the point.
I get you 100%.
So, forget what King James did and all that. He just authorized 42 Hebraic scholars, hey, go get them.
Can't give him a pass neither, though.
Listen, he could get judged too. I ain't taking none of that. But I'm saying that this book is all we need. I'm saying this book is our history. When we talk about our people going into slavery, that's literally in the Bible. When we talk about us people literally gangbanging on each other, that's literally in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The way we talk on a day-to-day basis is in this Bible. Our women say what? They black and beautiful. That's in this Bible. We say we come from the mud. That's in this Bible. Everything we say we come from the dirt, that's in this Bible. That's everything, bro. Us being called niggers is in this Bible.
Bring it out.
We just don't go and read it. How long you said you've been in Islam since you was born, right?
Yeah.
How long have you really honestly sat and tried to study the Quran for yourself?
I probably did like maybe 2 years. But then, like I tell you, like the way I don't know, look different though, bro. Like the way I am, like I question everything on earth, though, bro. Like,
that's how you're supposed to be. That's how you're supposed to be.
That's why, like, but at the same time, I don't not need to like what people believe, because like I don't know the truth. So that's why I said at the beginning, like I kind of just pray and like try to get what like God, the universe, whatever people want to say He is, like what kind of knowledge that I get, because I don't want to be the guy to like shun someone because they believe in something different than what I believe in. You know what I mean? Cause like I say, like I know the world fucked up, bro. Like that's why I don't believe nothing. You get me? Like I don't believe none of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
And I agree with you to a certain extent. I knock people for what they believe in, and that's not to just be like, oh, I'm just an asshole, right? I knock people because the things that they believe in, those principles are acted out and brought forth. So now people have to go through those experiences for point being, right? Person that gangbangs, he believes in the gangbanging aspect. Aspect of what? This is my colors, that's their colors. When we see them, we own that, right? So a person with that type of mindset, he can be very destructive. But if I can get him to stop believing in that and believing that the law of God is what's going to be able to change his thought process and everything, that's what's going to make him a better man, let alone our better community and state. Because if I ask you right now, how do you become Better question. If it was a million of you in this world, how would the world look?
Oh no, not different every day.
Different every day. So what you say? What that mean though?
Sometimes I just wake up and I don't know, shit be different every day. I
Right.
feel better this day than the next day.
So if humans, we wake up every day and we feel different, then that means that we should go to somebody with a higher intellect, with a code of structure that we should be able to subscribe to, so that every day, no matter how we feel, that this is the requirements on that everyday walk. And that's what we're doing with this Bible, bro. That's literally, this is a government legislation for the nation of Israel. These people you see on this song, these people right here that was enslaved and took through all this stuff. This book was to help these people.
That's right.
When these people followed this book, everything was cool.
Yep.
The moment these people went against this book, every single time that you read a story in here, when you find that the Israelites go away from doing what this book told them to do, they got in trouble.
Right.
Every single time. And the slavery after slavery after slavery after slavery again. You and I know what our people always been known as what? Slaves, right? That's all we will ever be taught. In 1618, the black people and so-called Hispanic people and Mexicans, did we just sprawl out of nowhere to thin earth? And just became, as soon as we got known to the world, it was like, make them niggas slave right there. Come on, man, we gotta make this make sense. You know what I'm saying? But it's all because we did it to ourselves. That's why we're up here, we teach the truth of God, bro. We teach the law of God, bro. Keep the law of God, bro. That's the only way. Give me Joshua 1:8. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna take up too much time. I know you gotta go. But this is what we need, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, bro, I'm on a mission. I'm trying to get all my brothers out of Islam right now. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not feeling it, bro, because I just really don't believe that my people are really going to read, because when you go read in Surah 2:122, Allah is saying that he chose the Israelites. So if Allah chose the Israelites, and the book is about the Israelites, maybe I should go be with the damn Israelites instead of these Arab niggas. Right? If Deuteronomy 7:6 in the Torah and the Bible say God chose the Israelites, and then Allah in the Quran in chapter 2 is saying the same thing, then why is we going through Muhammad when we should be going through the Israelites? That's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? Read this.
This is Joshua 1:8. This book of the law shall not depart from out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then shalt thou make thy way prosperous, and then shalt thou have good success.
All right, now give me my Quran. I got one. Give my Quran, man. Let's go into it.
Read that.
Read this.
Nehemiah 9:27. Therefore thou deliverest them into the hands of their enemies.
Read the prior verse.
Nehemiah 9:26. Nevertheless, they were disobedient and rebellious against thee, and cast thy law behind their backs, and slew thy prophets which testify against them, to turn them to thee, and they wrought against provocation. Therefore thou deliverest them unto the hand of their enemies, who vexed them, and in the time of their trouble, when they cried unto thee, they hearded them from heaven, and according to their manifold mercies thou gavest them saviors, who saved them out of the hand of their enemies.
Right. So that's talking about us being in so many different captivities that the Lord sent us saviors. I give you a good one, right? Think of Samson. Samson was a savior for the Israelites against the Philistines at that point in time. You know what I'm saying?
I've been in that mode for a minute. Gotta change the code, hit a pivot.